So let me show you 7 silent energy leaks that are stealing your focus, your drive, and your future. It's not a secret that if you sleep poorly, stress hits harder. But why? Because during sleep, your body and your mind recover. It's like hitting the reset button for your entire system. You need 6 to 8 hours of sleep to perform. Sure, millionaires can brag that sleeping 4 hours is okay. But forget that. You need a quality rest after a productive day. What if I told you that there is a way to enter flow state every day? Before, I would work for hours, but lose focus quickly. Work that could be done in 4 hours took me almost 8 hours. Then I applied a rule from the gym. 1 hour of deep work and 15 minutes of deep relax. That break could be done by meditations, walk, or just silence. But remember, it's useless if your body isn't properly fueled. But remember, your brain and body can function without right supplements. I used to have a bad mood, poor memory, and zero focus. So I visited a doctor and she prescribed me to drink magnesium and B vitamins. That small step supported me on a path of self-improvement and dream chasing. But it all doesn't matter if you keep making the next mistake. If you use alcohol to relax, you are settling yourself back. Alcohol steals your time, energy, your focus, and your mental clarity. Every time you drink, your body needs up to 3 days to fully recover. You will feel lazy, indecisive, and procrastinating all the time. That's not a version of your future self you want to become. What is your future self? It's a clearest version of your future that you wanted. It reduces anxiety and gives yourself direction. Trust me. I was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety. But when I created a vision of my life 5 years from now, what I feel, what am I doing, with whom are you, what do I eat? Something changed. Write it down and reread it every day. Feel it, live it, let it guide you. Because without vision, you are drifting. This question I ask every time I'm unsure. I'm not a fan of flipping a coin. Instead, I ask what would make a better story. It's your life, it's your movie. So choose the bolder path. Choose a path that your future self will be proud of. Top performers meditate. That's not just a hype. Meditation resets your mind, boosts your focus, and resets your nervous system. Here's a simple way to start. Sit comfortably, breathe in, breathe out. Focus only on the feeling, how the air flowing through your nose. Feel the negativity leave you with each exhale, and with each inhale, the positivity is filling you. But on the path of self-improvement, most people fall into the same traps. I wish that someone had told me earlier on my path of personal growth. Let me show you 5 mistakes that can hold you back and how to fix them. Do you actually have a plan written on paper? If not, you are just hoping. You are not building. A real plan gives your dream direction. Be honest with yourself. Don't set goals you can't achieve right now. Set realistic, actionable steps that will move you forward. Want to create a better life? Start with a clear vision. Write down your dream 5 years from now. Where do you live? What do you do? With whom are you? And what do you feel? Be patient, be specific. The clearer vision, the faster you move towards it. Your future self needs that blueprint. I used to wonder, why am I always working so slow? It's because I never gave myself deadline. Now I'm working in sprints. 1 hour of focused work and 15 minutes of relax. This creates urgency, structure, and flow. make it a habit. Journaling changed everything for me, but not the way you think. Here's my method. On one page, draw monthly calendar. Add some small daily goals that you will hit every day. On the second page, draw some bigger goals with checkboxes for the progress. This keeps you organized, motivated, and honest with yourself. After work, my mind feels like a trash storm in the wind. Now it feels like a calm, flowing river. How? Start with yoga nidra or 5-minute meditation before or after your work. It resets dopamine system, clears your thoughts, and boosts your focus. For a full breakdown, just watch my previous video. Bandura curve is based on the work of Albert Bandura, famous psychologist, who studied how people develop their beliefs in their own abilities, what be called self-efficacy. The curve shows a powerful truth. At the beginning of any challenge, our confidence is high, but actual skill is low. As we start learning and facing obstacles, that confidence crashes. This creates a dip, a low point where most people quit. They think, maybe I'm not cut out for this. But in reality, they are just in a valley, the painful middle of the curve. If you push through the valley, keep practicing, learning and adjusting, your skills begin to rise. And eventually your confidence catches up to reality. That's when the flow happens. That's when mastery begins. So next time you feel like quitting early in your journey, remember, you are not failing. You are just on Bandura curve. Keep going. Your identity is holding you back. The biggest trap isn't what you do, it's what you believe about who you are. We say things like, I'm not a morning person, I always been lazy, I'm not good with money, and we build life around this identity. Here's the problem. Your brain will work 24/7 to prove that you are right. So if you believe that you are inconsistent, you subconsciously will sabotage consistency. That's not fate, that's a programming. And how to fix it? Start acting as if. If you are already the person you want to be, how you would act today? How would you talk, eat, move, work? Do one thing every day that reflects your future version of you. You set goals instead of systems. Goal sounds crazy. Lose 15 kilograms, make $100,000 and write a book. But goals rely on motivation, when systems rely on momentum. A goal is an outcome. A system is a habit that gets you there. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, instead build a system where you will write 500 words every morning. Want to lose weight? Walk 30 minutes after lunch every day. Small systems, consistent actions, big changes. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of systems. You think motivation comes first. We wait to feel motivated before we act. But that's not how change works. Motivation doesn't come first. Action comes first. Motivation follows. It's called behavior feedback loop. When you take action, your brain rewards you with dopamine. The dopamine makes you feel good, so you repeat the action. Make it ridiculously easy to start. Not work out for an hour. Just put gym clothes and stretch for 2 minutes. Once you start, momentum takes over. You don't track your progress. You can't improve what you don't measure. Most people fail because they don't know what's working. They wing it. They feel confused why nothing sticks. How to fix it? Create a daily habit tracker. Track 3 to 5 things. Woke up before 8. Moved your body. Avoided social media before 10 a.m. Seeing a progress gives your brain a dopamine reward. And it builds identity. I'm a type of person who shows up. You're living in reactions not intention. You wake up and immediately react. Notifications, email, cravings. We let the world decide what we are focusing on. And how to fix it? Start your day with intention. Before touching your phone, ask yourself what matters the most today. What would make today a win? Even 10 minutes of intentional planning can shift all the day. You don't need a schedule, you just need a priority. That I said that there is a better way to relax than alcohol. This is it. Yoga Nidra is a guided meditation that's like a power nap for your brain. It reduces stress, restores energy, and even improves your focus and creativity. Do it between work blocks or when you hit mental fatigue. Even 20 to 30 minutes can give you Olympic level recovery. I highly recommend trying it, and if you want a guided version from me, comment below guide and I will make it happen. What is your future self? It's the clearest version of your future that you wanna. It reduces anxiety and gives yourself direction. Trust me. I was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety. But when I created a vision of my life 5 years from now, what I feel, what am I doing, with whom are you, what do I eat, something changed. Write it down and reread it every day. Feel it, live it, let it guide you. Because without vision, you are drifting. Before I was not focused. A lot of distracting thoughts was in my head. And I found meditation. Here's the technique. Sit in a comfortable position, close your eyes, start breathing, and feel the air going in and out your nose. No thoughts, just feeling. Start by doing 5 to 10 minutes. Once you quiet your mind, it's time to organize your thoughts with journaling. If you get just a little better each day, even 1%, it makes a big changes in a year. It's called compound growth, and it's real, and it's 37% a year. First is anxiety and quieting your mind technique. Before you go to sleep, just give yourself 20 minutes of preparation. Just sit, dump all your thoughts on paper for 10 minutes. After, walk away. After 10 minutes, reread it, write one sentence in summary, and flush it. It's hard to keep all thoughts and ideas in mind, so I invented my journaling technique. You need to create second memory for yourself. Here's my invention of journaling, and there are 2 steps. The second one is achieve everything you want method. Write a calendar and add some things that you must do every day, like meditations, journaling, reading, etc. Write your month goals on the second page. Let's erase your anxiety. For that we will use visualization and journaling. If you get just a little better each day, even 1%, it makes a big changes in a year. It's called compound growth, and it's real, and it's 37% a year. First is anxiety and quieting your mind technique. Before you go to sleep, just give yourself 20 minutes of preparation. Just sit, dump all your thoughts on paper for 10 minutes. After, walk away. After 10 minutes, reread it, write one sentence in summary, and flush it. It's hard to keep all thoughts and ideas in mind, so I invented my journaling technique. You need to create second memory for yourself. Here's my invention of journaling, and there are 2 steps. The second one is achieve everything you want method. Write a calendar and add some things that you must do every day, like meditations, journaling, reading, etc. Write your month goals on the second page. What is your future self? It's a clearest version of your future that you wanted. It reduces anxiety and gives yourself direction. Trust me. I was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety. But when I created a vision of my life 5 years from now, what I feel, what am I doing, with whom are you, what do I eat, something changed. Write it down and reread it every day. Feel it, live it, let it guide you. Because without vision, you are drifting. Depression hits hard, but self-improvement path is fun and great. If you are on this path too, let's walk it together. And subscribe and leave a comment and like. Firstly is meditation. Secondly is reading. Before I was not focused. A lot of distracting thoughts was in my head and I found meditation. Here's the technique. Sit in a comfortable position, close your eyes, start breathing and feel the air going in and out your nose. No thoughts, just feeling. Start by doing 5 to 10 minutes. Once you quiet your mind, it's time to organize your thoughts with journaling. What a lot of people don't like to do. Reading, but it's necessary fun. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day will keep you inspired and motivated. And you feel smarter. Your future self just needs to be smarter. Just put this in your journal. First is a shadow work. Most people run from their darker sides, from fear, insecurities, regret. But your shadow holds the part of you that you've hidden away. And often they control your life in secret. Sit with a notebook. Ask yourself, what parts of myself do I reject? When do I feel triggered? Write about memories that still hurt yourself. Be brutally honest with yourself. This isn't about blaming yourself, it's about understanding. When you shine light at your shadow, you take its power back and you grow into a more whole and grounded version of yourself. Second, keep your dream journal. Your subconscious mind speaks in symbols while you sleep. Every morning, before even you get out of bed, write down what you remember, even if it's fragments. Over time, patterns will appear. Look for repeating symbols, people, places. Ask yourself, what does it mean for me? Carl Jung believed that dreams show you the parts of yourself that you've ignored when you are awake. Analyzing your dreams gives you insight that therapy can't always reach. Third, create a goal calendar. I see so many people write vague goals. They wonder why nothing changes. Here's my simple method. Take one page for your whole month, break it down into small, daily achievable tasks. On the second page, write down your monthly bigger goals with the check boxes. Every day, tick off what you complete. This habit keeps your future clear in your mind and gives you daily proof that you are moving forward. When you see progress, your mind relaxes, anxiety drops, your motivation grows. Fourth, read good books. Reading isn't about collecting information, it's about expanding your mind. Read psychology, philosophy, biographies, especially thinkers like Carl Jung. If you are lost, start with memories, dreams and reflections. Reading rewires your brain and helping you to understand the world and yourself. And it lowers your anxiety because it brings calm focus. Even 10 pages can transform your mind over time. And finally, meditation. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to meditate for hours. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on the breath going in and out. When your mind drifts, bring it back gently. Or try Yoga Nidra, a deep guided relaxation practice that helps you to reset your nervous system and heal your mind. Meditation trains your focus and lowers your stress and connects you with a version of you that is calm and powerful. A lot of people think that spirituality is escaping the world, meditating in silence, cutting off responsibilities and ignoring money and success. But here's the truth. Spirituality isn't about escaping, it's about alignment. It's aligning your actions, your mind, your emotions with your values and the mission. No matter how much money you make, no matter how much hours you work. Spiritual path is deeply connected with self-development. Why? Because it forces you to look inward. Who am I really? What kind of life do I want to live? What values do I stand for? Without this clarity, your goals is just random tasks. But with clarity, every action becomes meaningful. Meditation, not just about relaxation. It's training your mind to observe instead of react. This gives you control over anxiety and stress and makes you more productive. Yoga Nidra and the breath work. Deep rest practices heal your nervous system and bring focus back. They are tools to reset your inner state in this chaotic world. Journaling and self-reflection. This is your spiritual shadow work. Writing down your fears, doubts and dreams make a conscious visible, and when it's visible you can transform it. Vision and the goal. Spirituality isn't only inner work, it's an outer work too. Write down your dream in 5 years. What you do, with whom are you, what do you feel. That vision becomes your compass. Balancing the material and the spiritual. Spirituality without goals is a drifting, but goals without spirituality is a burnout. When you combine them, inner clarity and outer actions, you rise with purpose. You stop chasing random dopamine hits and start chasing something legendary for your life. Quick example from my own life. As a psychologist and entrepreneur, I saw both sides. The grind without meaning is a burnout. The meditation without actions is stagnating. The balance is what makes growth sustainable and fulfilling. Personalities is a different part of you that holds your belief, desires and the ways of acting. For example, the perfectionists who push you to work harder, the inner child who wants to play, rest and feel safe, and the critic who always judge. They aren't bad or good, they are the fragments of your past experiences. Jung described this through his prism of persona and the shadow. Parts of us we accept and show to the world, and parts that we are suppressing and rejecting. Why subpersonalities matter? If you ignore them, they create anxiety, stress and even depression. But if you acknowledge them and integrate them, you gain wellness. Carl Jung believed that this is a part of the journey toward individuation, becoming your true self. How to identify your sub-personalities? Start observing yourself in different contexts. Who shows up when you are at work? Who shows up when you are alone? Who speaks when you are under stress? Journaling helps. Write down your thoughts in voices. Example, one part of myself says me to work harder and another part says me to rest. How to integrate sub-personalities? Awareness, notice them without judgment. Dialogue, imagine having a conversation between them in your journal. What do they need and why they are here? And balance, instead of rejecting your inner child and your critic. Integrate their lessons. The critic might push you toward growth, but can do it harsh. The inner child might remind you that joy and rest are necessary. Integration means not fighting against yourself. You are building the team that works together. Practical tools to integrate them. Mindfulness meditation. Sit in silence, let these parts surface and observe them. The second is your dream journal. Jung considered that your dreams is a direct window to your subconscious. Keep a journal by your bed. Every morning write your dreams Look for repeating symbols, people and places. Look for recurring characters. They often describe your sub-personalities. The third is shadow work. Write down traits you dislike in other persons. Often these reflect disowned parts of yourself. The fourth is goal calendar. Give structure to your adult sub-personality while still honoring rest and joy. Recommended books. If you want to go deeper, read Memories, Dreams and Reflections by Carl Jung. And another book is The Archetypes and Collective Unconscious by Carl Jung too. These books are heavy but life-changing. They will open your mind to how much power you have in your unconscious. These are not just nice to read books. They are books that can rewire your brain and sharpen your focus and give you practical tools to chase your dream without losing yourself along the way. But here's the deal. Reading itself, it's not enough. I will also explain how to integrate their lessons in your daily life so that you actually live them instead of collecting wisdom. So if you're aiming for something legendary instead of being average, watch this video till the end. It's not really about money, it's about your mindset. Kiyosaki explains how his two dads, one rich and one poor, taught him completely different ways of thinking about work, about freedom, about wealth. The poor work for money, but when the rich actually knows how to make money work for him. But here's how to integrate them. Start tracking your cash flow. Know exactly how much comes in and goes out. So buying liabilities disguised as fun. Things that drain money but add no value. Instead, build your assets, skills, investments, business, or even your health. Practical challenge. Every month ask yourself, what did I buy this month that built my future? And what did I buy that steals it? This one is deep. Jung teaches us that inside of us live many different archetypes. The hero, the shadow, the wise old man, and the child. And unless we meet them, we stay incomplete. Key lesson. Personal growth is not about becoming something new. It's about integrating pieces of you that actually inside of you. How to integrate it? Start shadow journaling. Write about qualities that annoying you in other people. That's your shadow speaking. Notice your recurring dreams. They often contain archetypes trying to talk with you. When you feel inner conflict, like one part wants success but other part is sabotaging it, remember, this is your sub-personalities. Listen to them. Practical challenge. Write a dialogue between you now and the part of yourself. Your inner critic, your ambitious self, your child self. You will discover hidden wisdom. Not many people know about this one, but it's powerful. This novel follows Frank Copperwood, a man obsessed in building wealth and power in the 19th century. Key lesson: ambition without self-awareness can break you. This book shows you the brilliance and the flaws of chasing your dream. Blindly. But how to integrate it? Reflect on your goals. You climb your mountain or someone else's. Understand that success is not just about money. It's also ethics, relationships, and inner peace. Use your ambition as a fuel, but mix it with wisdom. Practical challenge. Write down your current dream. Write down the possible costs of chasing it. And ask yourself, am I ready to pay the price? The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey. This book is like a manual for self-mastery. These habits are simple, but if you actually apply them, they can change everything. The lesson is to be proactive. Begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. And how to integrate it? Create a goal calendar. Every day write 3 non-negotiable actions that actually moves you forward towards your future. Learn to say no. Distraction disguised as opportunities. Live by principles, not just your mood. Practical change. Write your personal mission in 3 sentences and read it every morning. The autobiography of Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was not just a founding father. He was a printer, inventor, diplomat, and a writer. In his autobiography, he shows you how he built himself through his daily habits and relentless curiosity. A lesson: greatness comes from daily discipline, and how to integrate it. Follow Franklin's method. He listened 13 virtues like industry, humility, and tracked them daily in his journal. Don't aim to master all at once. Focus on virtue or habit one at a time. Reflect weekly how you live, not with guilt, but with honesty. Practical challenge: pick one character trait that you will improve daily and track it daily.